So like I said, we are a multi-module, single-source database platform. So we have multiple system modules that are all developed and supported by OpenClose that can be deployed individually or combined depending on your business requirements. We call it the Assist series of solutions. So most of the modules take on this Assist branding. Just a quickly high level then, it kind of starts with Lender Assist in the middle, which is the core LOS, and then a microservices architecture that functions around it. So again, Lender Assist is the core LOS. So that's kind of the center of the ecosystem, supports origination, processing, underwriting, closing, funding, post-closing, interim servicing, accounting, lock desk, secondary marketing, trade management, reporting. It's also a multi-channel platform, so it does allow for segregation of independent origination channels and associated workflows specifically for those channels. If you had separate channels for, say, consumer direct or distributive retail, or you're a CUSO and you have different kind of service streams for your various CUSO members, we can specifically segregate those channels, the workflows associated with those channels, and the user groups that support those different channels. And then moving up is ConsumerAssist Web. This is our member-facing websites. It's a custom build, so it's not like here's a web skin, stick your logo on it, there's your website. We design it to our customer specifications, and there's all types of services we provide to those sites. Many times customers have great websites and don't need to go through a web build and just need to incorporate some of our ConsumerAssist web services into their external site, which can also be supported. I'm going to briefly show you a demo ConsumerAssist website so you can get a feel for that. And then ConsumerAssist Digital POS is our interactive, collaborative member application experience, where it takes a member through a very wizardy style application process, automatically verifies employment, income, assets, can automatically source W-2s, pay stubs, bank statements, tax returns, automatically condition the loan, and ultimately land the member in their loan dashboard where they can interact and collaborate real time throughout the loan process. And then DecisionAssist is our program eligibility and pricing engine. It's a managed decisioning engine, so we maintain all investor program guidelines and pricing integration. We currently support somewhere in the neighborhood of 90 investors, including Fannie Freddie cash window integration. So anytime those investors update, change, modify programs, we maintain that in the system, daily pricing release, intraday price changes, and then there's all types of tools for you to maintain your different pricing groups and channels and all your various different margin levels within the system. DecisionAssist functions within Lender Assist, so you'll see some of that functionality. DocAssist is our document management and imaging system. It is our imaging tech stack. Most other systems white label a third party and integrate it with their system, which can be sometimes very problematic in terms of documentation not truly being part of the loan workflow. Also, sometimes launch the image folder from the loan you're in, but if you're navigating between loans, you can get out of sync between the image folder you're in and the loan you're in and end up putting documents in the wrong loan file. Ours, that's completely the opposite. It is our imaging tech stack. It works in sync with the Lender Assist LOS, is tied in at the workflow loan condition level, so it allows documents to be associated with conditions, documents to flow with workflow, documents and folders to trigger workflow alerts and turn time tracking. And if you navigate between loans, you can never get lost between the loan you're in and the image folder. They will always remain in sync. It also has an OCR component that really serves two functions. One is the automated classification of documents, where the system can automatically identify and classify about 1,000 subsets of documents, route them to their specified folder, automatically set document status, trigger workflow alerts. There's also a QC function of that, where the system can strip data off of documents and compare the data from the document to the data in the loan file and produce reconciliation reports between those data. It's kind of like a green light, yellow light, red light. Does it reconcile? Do you need to verify it? Or no, this is out of sync. And then OC Optics is our business intelligence reporting platform. Within LenderAssist, there's a really nice reporting utility that's available to all users that allows the user to create really any type of report template they want based on virtually any field that their user credentials provide them access to, share those reports with other users in their hierarchy, run them real time. It's a really nice user-based reporting utility. I've seen a lot of LOSs over the years. Obviously, I'm a bit biased, but I can say I've not seen a standard reporting utility in any other LOS that is of the caliber of ours. But even so, some of our customers like more of a BI style reporting with dashboards, charts, tables, scorecards, automated report distribution, SMS trigger alerts, things like that. And that's all supported within the OC Optics platform, and you're also going to get a look at that. And then just to mention a future release, we have been developing native mobile for several months now, and we're targeting release of Mobile Assist in the latter part of the first quarter of next year. So we've developed native apps for Android, iPhone, iPad, and Apple Watch. Most of the functionality is designed around the mortgage loan officer, where they can perform every function that they need to perform as a loan originator from a native mobile app. There's also a consumer app, and there's also an affinity app. So it really just comes down to what our customer wants to deploy. The consumer app kind of speaks for itself. It's intended for the consumer interaction. And then the affinity app is more designed for things like realtors and settlement agents and builders, other affinity individuals that might be tied into the loan process so that they can collaborate on the loan as well. And then, as I mentioned earlier, everything sits on what we refer to as our services hub, which is our webhook and API infrastructure. There's hundreds of APIs available, RESTful APIs available, and webhooks. I mean, the microservices stack generates a webhook off every activity in every field. So we have customers that if their members are already credentialed behind online banking and they have a mortgage page that resides behind online banking, and on that mortgage page, there's an Apply Now button. When they hit that Apply Now button, our customer can inject an SSO token into our consumer digital POS to create their member account and a data payload to pre-populate whatever data they want to pre-populate into the application and place them at any point in the application that they want them to go. So it's very, very flexible and accommodates a lot of that style of interaction.